People say it was fast-tracked, but we took our time because we wanted to make sure when we go into the UFC, we could fight anyone, even the champion on our first fight, anyone in the world. So people can say, oh, you got fast-track, right, but look what I've been doing. Even if you don't like me, just literally put all that aside and look what I've done. Been in the company for just over 14 months to become champion. You don't have to like me, but you will respect it. So Marvin Vettori, that was interesting. I've said this before in other interviews. I pick my fights. And when I say that, doesn't mean like, I went to dinner, I want to fight that guy. I pick my fights in the sense that before I even got into the UFC, I was at UFC 219, and that was at the end of 2017. Marvin fought some guy on that card. And I remember walking past him in the hotel, in the host hotel. You know, I'm just a nice guy, I'm having fun, I'm drinking, and I was like, what's up? And he just gave me this look like, staunch. And in that moment, I was like, I'm gonna fight this guy. And I told my coach, I wanna fight him next.
Israel Adesanya, a guy many envision as a future UFC champion, all the rage right now after a dominant UFC debut earlier this year. Tonight, though, here in Glendale, Arizona, the challenges get tougher as he faces Italian Marvin Vettori.
And whenever I fight, I like to look into my eyes. After I watch the fight, and I see like, this is that guy.
The spinning attack there.
Just touch, yeah, he's reacting.
In this fight, there's a lot of things I did on the fly, because fighting a southpaw, he did some things pretty good, but he couldn't handle the steez.
Beautifully slips the offering from Vettori and lands a flush right.
And Vettori's starting to get confused now. You see it in his face. He's like, okay, I can't really hit him.
Israel just slides out of the way of his attack. Vettori didn't respect him before the fight. He respects him now.
Israel Adesanya.
The fight with Marvin Vettori was a learning experience, definitely, but also it showed me that definitely I belong in the UFC because I was able, like I said, to read certain things he did on the fly. I'm talking within split seconds. And yeah, it just showed me like, okay, you're right where you need to be. Fighting in Las Vegas, headlining the Palms in my third fight in the UFC. For me, it was inspirational. It made me realize like, yeah, I call this and I'm here now, and I'm doing the for real. And that fight itself, going 5 rounds, after they said, nah, when he gets to deep water, he's gonna quit. And I showed out.
International Fight Week 2018. Live inside the Pearl at Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the Ultimate Fighter finale, Tavares versus Adesanya.
All right, guys, slow back. Here we go. 15 seconds.
Israel Adesanya. Since joining the MMA world, 13-0, 12 finishes, still undefeated, and a first main event in very short order in the UFC.
He came out as though he had been in the UFC for 20 years and was waiting for his title shot.
Yeah, I remember this fight. This will still be my funnest fight in the UFC. It was 5 rounds. Brad's a tough dude, and I showed a lot of my game.
He has been the boss, he has been the bully, he has led the dance.
And the last style bender's starting to go to work.
Come back down. Different looks, Israel.
Body kick.
Nice.
Did that hurt Tavares?
And look how I tripped him over here. Beautiful. And a lot of people, like I said, they were in this before this fight, they were like, nah, man, it's too soon for him. Brad's gonna him up. Jones thinks he's the only one that's stronger than he looks. People, it's different when you're in the cage with me.
What does Brad Tavares have left? A late submission attempt from Adesanya. We go the full 25 minutes at middleweight.
Israel Adesanya.
I'm just getting warmed up.
I'm still getting warmed up. A lot of people in the game, they've been out here for like damn near 10 years, and they're still not doing what I'm doing. So I'm just getting warmed up. Derek Brunson is just one of those guys who, like I said, he's been in the company for so long, and he sees this young black kid coming up and doing what he wished he could have done. Kind of reminded me of like some high school, like, oh, you're too skinny. And I was like, what do you think this is, bodybuilding? Yeah, I don't know. I'm a skinny boy, and what? Oh, yo, it's the Knicks game.
Right now we're heading to MSG, Madison Square Garden, to watch the Nets versus the
Knicks.
Yeah, boys. And it'll give me a chance to get acquainted with the arena itself, feel the atmosphere.
This was cool. This was a really cool experience.
But then I can see my mind change, my face change, and I'm just like, okay, I'm still in here. At the end of the day, if I can't fight, if I can't win, this all goes away. So I got to come in here and dominate.
That was beautiful, because MSG, Madison Square Garden, even when you walk through yourself, you see the pictures of icons that have graced those walls, that have danced under those lights. And for a guy like Muhammad Ali, who's a legend in life, and we dance under the same lights, I mean, that's a tick. Lifetime achievement.
Here is the unflappable Israel Adesanya, fourth UFC appearance here tonight.
I swear to God, the Holy Ghost called me. I came through the Lil Duval smile bitch, and somehow I was just catching the vibe. I was feeling it. And yeah, here we go, this fight. You could see he was shook. Waved goodbye to his friends, and I was about to show him who's skinny.
Good early sign for Adesanya, able to stay upright. Right hand of Adesanya got Brunson's attention.
He's got to be careful that Adesanya doesn't set him up for a knee as he tries to do that as well.
He's gonna drop it. He's gonna drop Israel.
Oh, he stunned him!
Oh, big left and a right. Now the uppercut in the knee.
Finish it.
And he survived. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt again!
Oh! Another knockdown.
He's lucky Herbie saved him. And right here, hit them with the shaku shaku. Man, that's some Kiwi. That's some culture. That's a flavor. That's my Josh.
That's the last style bender, folks.
They don't know. I started the game at level 2. They're just loading, so I got in his head. And I got him to start to work and shoot. I keep saying, man, I don't throw and hope. I aim and fire, down the barrel.
Sometimes I look at my like the way I live, and I'm like, what the how did I even get here? I keep saying, I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan of the UFC, and I'm a fan of MMA, and somehow I ended up here. It's crazy. Fighting Anderson Silva was one of the best moments of my life because, think about it. If you're a basketball player and you got to play against Michael Jordan, that'd blow your mind. So fighting Anderson Silva, when I was in the cage, I was cool with it, but there was a moment in the third round where it kind of dawned on me like, holy I'm fighting Anderson Silva. I've said so much, like that guy was, and still is, one of my favorite fighters, if not my favorite fighter of all time. I mean, and to be able to fight him, for me, was just like, it meant more to me than winning the belt. Yeah, this is the first time I ever met Anderson Silva. And from this moment, I realized, and I knew, because look, I sized him up. I remember this, and I was like, and he put me on it was on Instagram Live.
I don't know any other Brazilian. I said hello.
Oi.
Me, Israel, the good fight for you guys.
He had the voice. So this is how the spider tricks people. He doesn't try to. I don't know if he tries to or if he does, but this is how he catches people in his genjutsu. Because he's such a nice guy, such a friendly guy. And I said, what's up? And just his voice alone, it can get you to lower your guard. So I was like, oh, this is how it catches people in this web. But not this fly.
All right, guys, it is 7 a.m. local time in Melbourne, Australia. The doors opening the first fights of UFC 234 are just hours away from Rod Laver Arena, and I just got off the phone with UFC President Dana White, who tells me Robert Whittaker, the Australian champion, is out.
So it goes in the fight game. Our main event tonight was to be the UFC Middleweight Championship, but Whittaker and Gastelum are off the card, and that means Israel Adesanya and the Spider Anderson Silva move up and will headline UFC 234.
So I woke up in my hotel room, and then I called Dana, or he called my manager, and then straight away he said, "You're the main event." And I was like, all right, let's do it.
Few fighters have had as much hype coming into a UFC debut and a career as Israel Adesanya. He has lived up to that hype and then some as he draws the legend Anderson Silva. We have witnessed his greatness for the better part of 2 decades, and this is a guy whose credentials you truly run out of time to set up. But over my left shoulder right now is the number 4 ranked contender, Kelvin Gastelum, with a belt over his shoulder. He's gonna watch the last Stylebender show here, 5th UFC appearance for Israel Adesanya.
I'm doing work, just touching him lightly, and then I got him worried here, and I faked me, I hit him with the right hook. And I was trying to finish him, but you have to watch out. This is Anderson Silva, just the tip. I hit him with just the tip.
Get on the outside! Get on the outside! Outside!
Eugene's my guy, man. The Rock Lee pose, I got him.
You usually see Spider Anderson Silva doing that to people, and now we're seeing Adesanya give him a taste of his own medicine.
This fight, a few people were like, oh, you couldn't even finish a 40-year-old Anderson Silva. You try fight Anderson Silva, see how you fare.
A right hook. Oh! Silva with the guard completely lowered.
And this is what Anderson needs to do. Make it ugly, get in the underhooks, get in the pocket.
It's just levels, bro. This is levels.
For a second, now a buckling leg kick from Israel. Well, a lot of fans got to be sitting home wishing this was maybe a 5-rounder, but this is our 3rd and final round.
I have a feeling we're going to see Israel throw a lot more in this 3rd round. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt.
Adesanya continues to work that lower half. Adesanya.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. Look at me. I knew it was coming. I said not to that. I've seen this guy. I know his own playbook.
I mean, how cool is this watching Anderson Silva go strike for strike with this man? And Adesanya just looking amazing.
What a striking match.
Only person on the planet I'd hit clean, not clean, I'd hit and go, stop doing that.
A lot of people believe at some point Israel Adesanya will have that middleweight belt firmly around his waist. Of course, Kelvin Gastelum and the rest are going to have a whole lot to say about that.
You're the man. You're the man. You've been doing this for a long time. UFC 19. I still remember the DVDs, bro. I've been watching you for a long time. No, always, man. Always. Never.
He gave me some words. And I let him know I got the.
Adesanya!
Hey, Rob, heal up quick. Kelvin, put that belt down. Seriously.
Yeah, honestly, I'm grateful for the position I'm in because I get to play against, the best in the world. And this is as real as it gets. This ain't EA Sports, UFC. You guys all play online on PlayStation or Xbox. I play this in real life, and it's mind-blowing.
All right, so with UFC middleweight champion Robert Whittaker still recovering from surgery from that abdominal hernia that pulled him from UFC 234 title defense, UFC has decided to book an interim title fight between Kelvin Gastelum and Israel Adesanya for UFC 236 on April 13th.
So I read. Well, praying that I have any pop on my thoughts at the workout. Appreciate that. Kelvin. I don't have any pop in my shots, so I'm gonna lose. He's gonna find out. Sorry. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see any pop in my shots, but he'll find out.
We're about to do a media scrum, talks. And then, phase off.
As soon as they told me there was a fight opening for this interim title fight against Israel on April 13th, I was like, whoa. That's my day. April 13th, 2013 is when I won the Ultimate Fighter. It only makes sense to seal that circle on that day, man, and get that world title around my waist on that same day.
I know how to use my reach very well. I've used it my whole career. And what he does, I've seen so many times.
Face forward,
Whole UFC career, everyone's tried to take me down at some point. I stuffed the takedown, sprawl, flat out, and then I get back up and him up.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the UFC Interim Middleweight Championship. Introducing Israel Adesanya, the last style bender. Official weight, 183 for style bender. And his opponent, Kelvin Gastelum. Official weight, 184.
Who wants to see a fight? You're gonna see an ass whooping.
It's gonna be a good war, guys. Thank you guys for coming out.
Atlanta, Georgia. For the fourth time in UFC history, the Octagon is settled here in the ATL. Last time we were here, Tyron Woodley became a first-time champion, and tonight, 3 others get their first attempt to secure a piece of UFC gold. Live from State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, USA, this is UFC 236. And now, this fight is 5 rounds for the interim UFC middleweight championship of the world. Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. Kelvin Gastelum.
If you want to touch gloves, now's your time. God bless.
Oh man, here we go. Kelvin Gastelum. Israel Adesanya, both fighting for a piece of UFC gold for the first time in their respective careers.
See, this fight right here was magical.
Hard kick to the body.
He's trying to draw you, Iz. He's trying to draw you.
Big right for Gastelum.
First time ever being rocked in a fight. And what do I do first thing? Take the center.
Knockdown for Adesanya.
He doesn't have any pop in his punches.
So some adversity now for Kelvin Gastelum.
Hit him up, Iz. Hit him up. Hit him up. He's gonna drive forward.
Back elbow.
I remember that moment. You know why? I didn't think about it. My body just saw it. I saw where his feet were positioned, and my body just felt it.
Good takedown defense by Israel.
Down defense.
Pick your shots.
He got shots.
Pick your shots.
Nice straight right from Adesanya. Wow, what a fight.
What a fight.
That one got Adesanya's attention.
It took him 3 seconds to realize I was hurt because of my poker face.
Adesanya retreats. Left hand for Gastelum.
He is in trouble.
Oh, man, he's
I
hurt.
think he's still got him hurt.
Control.
Now Adesanya throws some offense.
Everything's skimming him instead of landing straight on. That one landed.
Huge right for Adesanya.
Oh, my goodness.
Huge right. Knocked out for Adesanya now.
Yeah, over here I was literally just trying to kill him because I already signed my contract. I signed my contract. I was ready to go. I was ready to die. So if I was ready to die, I was ready to kill.
You're chasing the championship, and in round 5, this is how you gotta fight.
We have had some epic middleweight title fights and another one here.
Kelvin's in trouble. Spray of blood. Oh, they can stop this fight.
Final 10 seconds.
That's it.
Gastelum goes down.
Boom, I threw it from heaven. I was trying to take him out. I was really trying to take him out.
Wow.
Every time I watch this fight, I get the same feeling. From start to finish. I just had a little taste of that feeling again. But every time I watch this fight, it gives me that same feeling.
UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
Yeah, getting chills. It felt familiar when Dana wrapped that gold around my waist because I'd visualized it so many times. So when it happened and I had my hands in the air, after an epic fight, I remember, and then it just kind of, he flips it this way, boom. And yeah, it was cool. It just felt familiar. We left ourselves in that cage. Talking to him, you can tell, like, we have a mutual respect. And I said, I can't wait till we do it again, because I know He's going to be one of those guys that's going to fight his way to the top again. You guys are trying to make me cry. This is from my boy VDK, who passed away.
There's someone who's more of a man than me. Huge, come here, step up. I've planned this for so long. I want to say, without him, my career wouldn't be where it is. Yo.
That's just paying respect to the man who made me the best in the game, you know? I'm so proud of him, honestly. He's my brother. He's like my big brother.
Initially, I didn't give him any chance. However, with passage of time and the way it was going, we knew it was going to be champion one time. We knew the future was very bright, and we had no choice.
My brother was working like 60-hour weeks just to save up for the fight, to get over to Melbourne and watch me fight Anderson Silva. And my family all work hard, you know, we're Nigerians. So from that fight, I was like, all that. Like, so I fly my family out now, I put them up, I let them, you know, have a good time. Just so I want my support system with me to enjoy watching me fight. And I mean, who am I without them, my creators, my mom and dad, my family, Adesanya people. He didn't make me cry though. My life's changed a lot. My personal life has changed a lot. But you have to know how to move. And I've seen this and I've plotted about this for years. So my life has changed. It's still gonna keep changing because I can still kind of walk down the street a little bit and, you know, just enjoy life. But eventually I know those days are gonna be gone. So yeah, I enjoy it while I can. The records don't mean belts don't mean I've said this many times. I don't know if you guys don't believe me or what, but for me, it's moments like that 5th round with Kelvin Gastelum, legacy moments. That moment in the fight with Anderson Silva after the 1st round where I hit him with the Rock Lee stance. Those moments are what mean something to me because I want to create those iconic moments in history throughout, forever. So by the time it's done, after I fought everyone and beaten everyone, they can say, this is the guy. He's the one. He's the GOAT.